Organ Donor Enrollment Day, a day of advocacy. There are nearly 10,000 people in the state of New York who are currently waiting for a life-saving transplant. Here in the borough of Brooklyn, there are approximately 1,600 people waiting for a life-saving transplant. 82% of those who are waiting are people of color, and here in Brooklyn, more than half of the waiting list are people who are Black. And so when we talk about health disparities and bringing health care to the people of Brooklyn, organ donation and transplantation is part of that. We are so happy to be here today with the Deputy Borough President. She has been a long-time supporter of the work that we do. When we meet with her and we say we need help, she gives us everything that's on our list, plus about 10 extra things that we hadn't even thought of. So I am going to present the President and CEO of Live On New York, who is going to present the Deputy Borough President with our Organ Donation Champion Award.
So, thank you, Sophia. And in presenting this award for Eric Adams and his work that he's done to support organ donation, I'm reminded by something that he said when he gave the speech at Kingsbrook College this year. He was talking to the new graduates going out into the world. And what he said was, take the pain of this world and turn it into purpose. And so what we need to do as a community is take the pain that we have every day and save lives through organ, eye, and tissue donation. And so those were his words: empower a community, do more, stand up Brooklyn for those that are on the wait list. And with that said, I'd like to present you with the award for Eric Adams on our behalf. Thank you so much for all of the work that you do and that you can continue to do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So it's indeed an honor for me to be here in partnership with Live On New York as I represent Brooklyn Borough President Eric L. Adams for his work with organ donation. In partnership, President Adams and I have believed in organ donation since our days in the New York State Senate. I remember clearly that we had a prominent resident in Brooklyn whose name I do not want to share, but a prominent resident in Brooklyn who was on the organ donation list for a kidney. Our office took on the task of informing people throughout Brooklyn and throughout other parts of our boroughs in order to help that person secure a kidney. And we were successful. We worked closely hand in hand with the recipient as well as with other organizations. One of his colleagues who was in the New York City Council also had needed a kidney donation, and he was successful in acquiring his kidney donation. So it's important. No one understands the magnitude or the scale of the urgency until that individual or that family member is in need. Put yourselves in another person's shoes and remember that life is precious to everyone. If you are in a position to donate, donate. You can sign up to donate in different ways. You can use your driver's license, for example. I'm an organ donor on my driver's license, and I encourage each and every one of you to do the same thing. As was explained earlier, the minority communities, specifically the Black people from the African diaspora, are the ones who are in need of organs and in need of transplant. So it's our obligation, it is incumbent upon us that we donate and that we not be afraid. Our generosity will help to save lives. So on behalf of Brooklyn Borough President Eric L. Adams, we commend our organizers. Come. I know we're going to keep social distancing, but I want to make sure that you see them. These are the individuals who are on the ground. They're doing the work. So as President Adams always says, you don't have to thank me. It is I who should thank you for the work that you do. The work that you do makes it easy for us to do our job. So we want to encourage you to stay focused and stay clear, stay on message, and we want to encourage potential donors to do that. Donate. 6th anniversary, so let's celebrate it in style. Thank you.
Will you introduce We have
Yes,
one more
I'm gonna-
speaker. One more speaker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So as I mentioned, today is Organ Donor Enrollment Day. If you are interested in signing up to be an organ donor, please visit liveonny.org. You can receive additional information as well as sign up. When we're out in the community and we're sharing information about why this issue is so important, what we tell people is that it's a final act of kindness and generosity. I myself, I signed up to be an organ donor as a teenager when I went to the Department of Motor Vehicles to get my permit. And the reason why I made that decision is because looking forward, I knew that, you know, when I pass away, I would never think to bury my money with me because I know that that money can go to someone who really needs it. And so along those lines, I knew that if I had the opportunity to donate my organs and have that save lives and give hope and opportunities to people even after I've passed away, that was something really important for me. So I want to introduce someone who is the recipient of an organ transplant. He received a liver, and I have to say, when we are talking with people out in the community, he is one of our strongest advocates. He is so grateful for the second chance at life that he got and for the gift of life that he received. And everywhere we go, he is there to tell people his story and explain why this is such an important issue. So I want to introduce Bill O'Hagan so he can tell us about what his life has been like since his transplant.
Thank you. My name is Bill O'Hagan, and in January of 2016, I was diagnosed with liver cancer. Now, when I was diagnosed, I did my own little Google searches on it, and it wasn't looking good. But after going up to Mount Sinai and taking a couple of more scans and MRIs, Mount Sinai told me that, number one, it was treatable. Number two, it was curable. And I was eligible for an organ transplant. And it made me think that, like Sophia, when I got my license, I became an organ donor. I just checked a box. But now I'm on the other side. Now I need an organ. And it took me about 17 months to go from when I was diagnosed to when I had my transplant. And in between, I had a different couple of bouts with tumors. So it was kind of scary, the 17 months leading up to it. And then once I had my transplant, it made me realize that there's somebody out there, my hero. That's what I call him now, is my hero. Somebody left me a gift that extended my life. And since I've had my organ transplant, I've walked my daughter down the aisle. I was at the hospital for my third grandson to be born. Now I can watch all three grandchildren grow up. So obviously I can't pay him back. I can't thank him. So I pay it forward. And by paying it forward, I try to get out into the community. I try to get out and talk to people and just make them aware that, you know, what you think you heard about organ donation, it's not that bad. I said, it extended my life. And I kind of asked them, I said, if you needed an organ, would you accept one? And then obviously everyone says, yeah. So maybe they, you know, get them to think about being a donor. And everything that I try to do is, one donor can save 7 lives with the organs, but it can save other lives or help people with skin donation, bone marrow, valves. We try to get out there and just spread the word and make sure that people understand that being an organ donor can help. You could be a hero. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to piggyback off of what Bill said. Be a hero. Be a hero. Donate today. If you want to live beyond your life expectancy rate, donate. That guarantees you life after death. You can help so many families who are in need. Be a hero and donate. Thank you. Thank you.
I think one picture together. Thank you. You want a picture together? Okay, yeah. It's Helen Irvin, President and CEO, Live On New York. IRVING.
Safia Rahim, Director of Community and Government Affairs at Live On New York. SAFIYARAHEEN.
Bill O'Hagan. I'm a liver recipient. It's Bill O'Hagan, O''Hagan.